But that's what they say I was found for, school neglect. School neglect. I'm like, so because Elijah just turned 6 this year, is school neglect? So when they say school neglect, that means the case was indicated because of the fact that it was school neglect that they had to, go ahead and do what they had to do to shift the case over to someone else. So I was like, well, at least y'all ain't found no sexual abuse. Right, Faith, when kids do miss school. But that's what they classify me for, as school neglect. Then they try to say medical neglect. They try to say medical neglect because they're trying to say that I didn't take Elijah to the burn treatment in Charleston. That's what they try to say. That's two things they try to put on me. Now, let me be honest about the whole situation since it's all the way out there. Let me pause my music right quick. Let me say this right here. School neglect, I don't understand. Medical neglect, I don't understand. Because why I say it like that is because when my boy burned himself, I took him to the hospital the same night. I also take pictures and talk to the doctor as well. He said it's not necessary for him to go to a burn treatment. You know what I'm saying? But if you decided you want to go, here's the paperwork. So they gave me the paperwork. I came home that night. The next day after, they removed my children out of my home, out of my care. But when they removed Elijah out of my care, I had a towel on him with the tape on it, duct tape on it, because he had just got in the shower the night before, the bath. And I said, don't take it off because that's the only route we have because I can't get to the store. So I explained this to the caseworker that was on the case at the time. She didn't care about none of that. She just went ahead and said, oh, I'm taking the kids out of the house for false allegations, da 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 da. She never said on the report that she was putting on there physical neglect, sexual abuse, and requirement of food. That's what she had on the report. Now, she didn't give me a paper that I did not sign with that on it. I only signed a paper with my kids to go with somebody next to kin. So after everything came apart and after they tried to get all their investigation together, this lady, this caseworker that was on the case the first time, simply said to me and my daughter standing right there, oh, I'm going to contact the burn center and let them know that we removed the kids out of your care, that you don't have to worry about it. I should have had a tape recorder where I could have recorded what she said so I could have had physical evidence. If I had to appeal the situation, they would have knew I wasn't lying. But that's what she said to me. Oh, well, I'm going to contact the burn center and let them know that we removed the kids out of your care where you don't have to worry about it. So when I did find out, this is the real truth. When I did find out that my case was indicated, let me tell you how dirty they was and how I found out, because I was trying to take my kids to the doctor. I got a YouTube video I posted and said, okay, where's my kid's father? He's not here yet. I'm waiting on him to bring the kids so I can go ahead and get my kids home. I contacted the supervisor. I had a conversation with her the week before. I contacted the supervisor. I said, well, he's not here. I'm trying to get my baby's shot records, my 3 babies' shot records or whatever. So I can try to get my kids back, because I know that's what such and such needs. The lady never said on the phone when I talked to her that they already indicated the case. I was already heated and mad because my kid's father didn't show up with the kids. And I contacted the girlfriend, let him know that bring the kids. So when I called her back, I said, okay, what is going on? Because he's not here. She said, give me his number. I'll contact him. I said, well, you can't contact him because his phone off. You have to contact him through Messenger. So that's what she done. She contacted him or whatever. I guess she couldn't get an answer. She calls me back while I'm in the doctor's office, and Nia's still talking to the lady trying to register my kids and try to keep their time frame so they can get their shots. The lady got on the phone and said, oh, it's too late for all that because we indicated the case. I dropped the fucking phone. I said, what do you mean you indicated the case? She said, oh, we indicated the case for school neglect and medical. I said, hold on, what? I snapped out on this lady. I was like, hold the fuck up, like that. I said like that. I said, hold the fuck up. What do you say? School neglect and medical, what do you mean? She was like, oh, well, you didn't follow up with Elijah's burn at the burn treatment, and then school neglect is because you didn't put him in school. That's what your caseworker found on you. That's what she found through the investigation. I was like, so you mean to tell me y'all going on by school when y'all see I was fucking 9 months pregnant, had a baby, push out my baby, got home from the hospital, y'all come into my home and tell me something about my children being taken away from me, y'all indicate the case because of a fucking school neglect? I mean, in a fucking medical? That's not fair. That's not right. Because I said, first of all, I talked to my caseworker, and she said she was going to handle that. Because she said she knew the kids would remove out of their home, and she was going to talk with these people. Man, come to find out, this lady ain't even talked to nobody about nothing. She just went ahead and indicated the case, her and her supervisor, and shipped it over to someone else, which is the lady who's on my case now. That's the reason why my kids are not home. Because everybody said, oh, them kids ain't never come back to something that she done wrong. It's nothing Nika done wrong. It's what they try to put together to summarize, to say, okay, yeah, it's a reason why this, and that, and the third. In most states, you have to be enrolled by 5 or the courts get involved. First of all, Elijah's birthday was late. And second of all, we got evidence where I went to go take my baby when my daughter went to the school and got the paperwork for him when I was pregnant with Asia, and went and got the paperwork, the lady said he cannot start school because his birthday is behind. So this year, right here, Elijah was supposed to go to school this year, starting in August. August 29th, when I came home after I gave birth to Asia and I came home, I was already talking about me going to put Elijah in schools. I was getting up the next morning to go put him in school. After everything came apart and my kids got taken out of my care, how can anybody think about anything that's going on around them when CPS steps in and take your children out of your care? That's like tearing down your walls in your damn body. Like, you can't understand what I'm going through. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know how I'm feeling. So how can you tell me what I should and should not do if I know I'm doing everything I can for my children at the time y'all step into my home and remove my children? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the person that was over my case at the time, she didn't want to listen to nothing I had to say. She didn't even care. And then she tried to be funny and talking about, oh yeah, it's roaches. What roaches got to do with anything in somebody's household? That has nothing to do with anybody. And that's one thing I couldn't clarify either. I'm glad she's not on my case anymore, because she's not understanding. Like, I'm talking to you. I'm being nice. I'm not being rough. I'm listening to what she's saying. At the same time, you can't agree with what I'm saying, but she can say, oh yeah, it's the roaches. Out of her mouth like that. You a caseworker. You don't talk to nobody like this. She say that. And then she gonna tell me, oh, I can't sleep another night with them kids being in the house. Like, I'm harming my children. You're not in my house every night. You're not seeing what's going on with my children. You don't know what's going on in my household. And that's the thing I wanted to say for the longest to this lady. Like, I let you into my home to see my children. I let you in my home to pull my kids outside of this house and ask them where they being touched on, asking them where they're eating, asking them questions when you come to my door and you smell the food from the outside. You know you smell the food. That Sunday that lady came here, I had just finished cooking dinner. I said, I know you smell the food. You asked them to have they eat. I just got done cooking. Like, I don't understand how can CPS just step into someone's home and remove their kids for false allegations, but come to find out they're trying to put up their school neglect and medical neglect. Man, get out my face. Shut the fucking front door, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm looking like, what? So y'all ain't find no sexual abuse? Y'all ain't find no requirement of food? Y'all ain't find none of that other stuff y'all that the people was reporting on the thing? No, they didn't indicate that. They didn't find anything on that. They just only find school neglect and medical neglect. Oh, wow. So all the stuff that people were saying was false. So the only thing they could summarize was just, yeah, that's what she said, roaches. But they only summarized school. So that's what they use. I feel like that's what they use against me. And they had to find something to put against me. So that's what they used. So they went back on the paperwork and like, oh, well, yeah, she's supposed to take the kids to the burn center. If you remove somebody's child out of the household and they're in the custody with somebody else, if you got my paperwork and I call you and tell you I need my paperwork in order to see what's on the paperwork to know exactly what's going on, she tells me I got to hold the paperwork for our records. I never got my paperwork back. I never got a copy of the paperwork. I never got a copy even of what my case was about. Everybody else got copies. Nika didn't get a copy. I didn't get a copy at all. Yeah, I think that's what it was too, Requisia. What I'm waiting on now, I'm just doing what I got to do. I'm doing what they asked me to do. And right now, at this point, I'm just basically going to counseling and doing a couple of parenting classes, and that's it. But I feel like, why should I have to go to parenting classes or fucking counseling? Because I'm trying to get my kids back because false allegations, but they still sit up there and say school neglect. I never heard that a day in my life. And let me tell you something, you got kids right now that are not even in school, and the court ain't even involved. I don't even have no court involved in my situation right now. That's why I try to tell a lot of people when I'm on my YouTube channel is, I'm a mother pleading for my rights and my innocence. And when I do snap out and I do act in a certain way, it's because I know I didn't do anything wrong, but I know I probably feel a little bit guilty with not putting Elijah in school, but I did what I had to do at the time I was pregnant with Asia to try to get him in school, and that was trying to get my daughter to go out there to the school to speak with the lady and then let me know what was going on afterwards. But you know what I'm saying? I can't really hold myself for medical because of the fact that they ain't go. I took my son to the emergency room the same night that he got burned, and I you know, I got pictures, I got videos. I will actually show y'all how the burn looked, but no, people will go around the internet and repost that and be like, oh, look how bad the burn was, or look how this was, how did the egg do this, or how water did. I got pictures still in my Google photos of me taking my baby to the hospital the night of the burn. You know what I'm saying? Because it was him playing in the microwave with the egg, and the egg exploded. You know what I'm saying? Boys gonna do what boys do. Boys are bad, girls are bad, but kids gonna do things behind your back, even when you're not home. And I wasn't home, but I still hold myself responsible because I was like, you know what? I fed these kids before I left. And you know how kids are, they want to eat all the time. And that's the thing with the boys. They always want to eat. I just fed these kids before I left the house, but somebody tried to say in the DSS report, oh, she didn't feed the kids. How the fuck I ain't feed my kids and I'm on live every day? I was on live every single day cooking in the kitchen. And the people that was on my live can witness this. I be in the kitchen every single day on my live cooking for my children. Like literally every day cooking. Now what they did behind my back is different. But what I'm saying, what I want to say is, I'm going to stop talking about the situation because it makes me mad every time I think about it, is my kids have been gone for 4 months. It's December already. It'll be 4 months. If they're not home by the 29th, it's 4 months. Right now, we're at 3 months of my kids being gone. And the fact of school neglect and medical neglect, two things that they try to pin on a parent that's taking care of her children, I feel like was wrong. And I felt like somewhat with the school, you know, I could say I'm a little bit guilty on the school part. But the medical, no, because I took my child to the emergency room. I seek help for him and everything. And the police that I called here that night about an incident that I had with Haywood's girlfriend, I spoke with her. She said, let me tell you something. She said, I believe everything you're saying because when I went to the doctor, the lady had patches on her, didn't she? She had patches on her. She's like, they ain't going to give you nothing when you're at the hospital anyway. So, I mean, you didn't do anything wrong to me because I can tell anybody that. I'm a police officer. It doesn't even matter. They stitch me up to give me whatever they're going to give me. They didn't give me no gloves, no nothing to put on me or nothing like that. I was like, that's what they did with my son when I took him to the hospital. They just patch him up. But when I got back home that night, it wasn't nothing, you know, to wrap him up with. I didn't have anything. So I did what I could as a mother to protect his wound and put a towel over it with a duct tape and tuck it around. And then when the situation was going on, let me say it like this. My kid's father was one person that I never thought would ever turn his back on me at that point in that time. This man comes here, the ambulance, they doing an evaluation on me because they trying to evaluate me to see what's going on. I say, man, ain't shit wrong with me. I don't even know why CPS even contact y'all and tell y'all just because I say I'm going to kill myself or do something because I'm mad does not mean I have a fucking problem. It means I have a problem with people at my house trying to take my kids out of my care. That's the only problem that I have. So they went ahead and they evaluate me and say, you know, you good to go or whatever. So by the time I get out the back of the ambulance, here's my kid's father. So he's walking up towards me, and then me and him arguing back and forth, and the caseworker standing there, and some other lady. She lifts up a larger shirt. Well, he lifts up a larger shirt and see that I had a towel on it with the duct tape around it. He's gonna come out his mouth like, "Oh, that's how you do my son." I said, "Don't you come at me like that." I said, "Cause first of all, I will slatter you out this door with these caseworkers. I don't care they standing here." So me and him going back and forth said, "We don't need all that. We trying to get these kids situated so you can get so these kids can get proper care, whatever." Da, da, da. I said, "Man, whatever. Let me get my kids situated, cause I know for one thing, where were you when I contact you and told you your son got burned and that I was at the hospital? Why you couldn't let CPS know that I contacted you the same night of the burn and that you know what was going on and send you videos of the burn of your son? Why you couldn't tell them that? Why you didn't have my back during that time when I told you what happened the same night?" So, he took the kids or whatever. And then he left, and then my mom came. Another thing I must address, that CPS red flags, that had me red flags, is people say, "Oh, it might be your neighbor. Oh, it might be this and that and third." I don't give a damn who called, who did what, whatever. The world sees everything. The world knows everything. Well, at least they think they know everything. Let me put it like this. If it was to the point to where I was abusive to my children, let me look in the camera when I say this. If it was a point to where I was abusive to my children, why will CPS leave Asia and Shalana here with me for 2-3 hours later? They left my babies here with me for 3 hours. 3 hours. Now, if I was an abusive parent, I could have killed my own kids and they would have been responsible because they left them here. You see what I'm saying? But let me tell you, they got my kids in custody for what? School neglect and medical neglect. But y'all left my kids here with me for 3 hours. 3 hours alone. And no harm to my children at all. But you mean to tell me y'all gonna classify me as being a bad mother because of school neglect and medical? No, I don't hold myself responsible for no fucking medical or no school neglect because of the fact that they ain't gonna. I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mother. I'm doing this. These are my children. I had these kids. So when I get these kids back into my care, this is not gonna be their focus right here anymore. Cause see, when I go live, I always have my kids in videos. I always have my kids around me when I'm live. I'm always holding my baby. I'm always doing what Nika wants to do. But this right here is gonna be one thing that's gonna cut out when they come back. Cause when I start doing my live like I'm doing now, and I'm talking to y'all about my situation, is because the reason why I did finally open up about the situation is because, you know what? I feel like it was red flags throughout this whole situation, this whole case. It seemed like somebody just plotted this whole thing on me. And I feel like it just was a setup because it don't make sense that on the video that I played on the video, I done played this video so many times on this lady. She sit up here and she says to me, "Oh, I'm trying to come out here and close the case. I'm trying to do that today. And where are the kids?" How did it went from you trying to close the case till hold on? How is it you trying to close the case till the kids getting taken out of my care? I don't understand. I'm still puzzled. I haven't got an answer for that yet. She haven't given me an answer yet. So when she contacted the kids, only way she could have contacted the kids is I gave her the information. So I gave her the information on where the kids were located. I gave her the phone number. Said she was going to message the kids and talk with them so she could try to close the case. So I don't understand how did the video went from, I mean, how did it, talk about the video, I didn't know how it went from the kids being removed out of the home. I still don't understand. It's not right. It's not, something is not adding up. And I've been trying to think about this from the longest. And, you know, I done cried about it and pout and everything else I could do. There's no harm in my videos of my children. Like, I don't understand. And with you trying to close the case, it has not been closed, as like you indicated. And you know what? Let me say this right here, too, while I'm on the live. It is funny what I'm about to say. Y'all better listen carefully to this shit. One thing I did do is my research. And one thing I did do is my research real hard. How can you be a caseworker on my case and the supervisor over you, y'all know everybody I know? Huh? How y'all know everybody I know? I had to go do my research. I had to go look around. Everybody I know, you know them. Family-wise. So what? Was it a family member that called down there? Or was it y'all all working together trying to get me set up as a bad mother? Because you know what? The thing with DSS right now is it to the point to where when you get a case with DSS, it stays open for 5 to 7 years. And that looks bad on my reputation as, you know, I'm trying to be a segment mom. That looks bad on my behalf because they feel like, okay, well, you know, she got multiple CPS cases. And then everybody that thinks they know everything about Nika and her children don't know shit. But it was never no harm with my children. And the first time my kids was taken out of my care, it was due to drugs. They was like, okay, well, you know, the kids tested positive, such and such, da 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 da, whatever. I was the type of mother to let my kids run through the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Now I can tell y'all, I will let all my kids run through the neighborhood in the hood. I was like, okay, y'all go outside and play, da da da, blah blah blah. It's not like everybody watching everybody. So this one lady that I know came to my house and brought some chocolate. It was open, and she handed it to me. She was like, "Here, get the rest of this chocolate to Isaiah and Kira." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Y'all ate chocolate from this lady?" So the lady handed me the chocolate. It was not even in a wrap or nothing. I took the chocolate and threw it in the trash. I said, "Leah, next time y'all outside, and Kaya, I know y'all outside playing. Watch y'all siblings because I was inside the house cooking that day." So yeah, the lady gave my kids laced candy. Not come to find out, when the CPS worker came to my house the first time, let me clarify myself, because people be like, oh, well, her kids got taken 3 times. My kids only got taken 2 times. So the first time they came out, the lady was like, we got to do drug tests on everybody in the home because somebody reported that your baby daddy's giving you X pills and, you know, whatever. I said, okay, that's fine. It's no problem. That's what I said. I said, it's no problem because ain't nobody in the house doing drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. And my kid's father don't live here. So she was like, okay, we're going to do drug tests on everybody. So we did the drug tests that week. I had to go get the kids out of school or whatever. Got the drug tests done. It wasn't even nothing but a couple days later. She came back out. And that's when she said, that's when my kid's father came to get them to take them to school. And I wasn't even at the front door yet. So I opened the door up and I saw them talking. And that's when both of them came inside. They both sat down. And she was like, well, we got to remove the kids out of the home because 2 of the kids tested positive, which was Kira and Isaiah, for such and such. And I was like, okay, so you mean to tell me somebody gave my kids drugs? She was like, well, they tested positive and it was just a little bit or whatever. I can't say what it was. So I said, okay, let's do a second one. So they removed the kids. The lady had to go to court hearing or whatever. They removed the kids. Mama got, you know, my babies, all of them. And when make a long story short, when they removed the kids, we had to do multiple drug tests or whatever. So we did drug tests, and the following week, nobody came up with nothing in their system. Like, how can it be positive the first time and the second time it wasn't? So they made me cut all my hair. That's why my hair was very short and thin. I had to cut all my hair out. So I got my hair cut. They tested me and nothing came back. They tested everybody in the house, nothing came back. The case went cold for 6 months. The case went cold for 6 months, so my kids were still out of the home. We all were together, though. We was never separated. We was all together. The case went cold for 6 months. The caseworker that was on the case, I don't know where the hell she went, what happened, whatever. They had to find a new caseworker for my case, so when they did, She tried to work with us. The candy was laced. Yes, the candy had. I can't say what kind of drug it was in it, but it was in the candy. But it was laced. So a case went cold for about 6 months. It reopened back up after 7 months. After it reopened back up, I was pregnant with Lena. I was pregnant with Lena. So after it reopened back up, one of my family members, not my family member, my son family member, to contact DSS and told them they could not help Papa's grandma watch them anymore. That come pick them up, take them into care. I didn't know she called until I got to the spot when me and Naya birthday that day. We got back to the house and DSS was there with all the polices, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" That's the first thing I said. And so I went out and I jumped out of the truck like with the shit moving. I forgot to put it in park. So when I did finally put it in park, I jumped out the car. It's two vans with CPS workers, like 6 or 7 workers, two police cars. There was 2 cops. So we hopped out. I see my son's aunties on the side over there looking at us. I was about to go over there and, ooh, y'all don't understand. I'm gonna leave that bleep out. But anyways, so make a long story short, everybody got in the car and they hauled everybody ass off to foster care. It was hard and difficult for Naya and Papa and the rest of the kids because of the fact that they never been out of my care. They never been in foster care. They only went to foster care because family turned their back on me and said they could not keep my kids anymore and didn't come to me and tell me first. They went ahead and contact CPS on their own. So no, my kids was not in foster care for no 6, 7 months. They only been in there for about a month, not even a month, because I fight to get my kids back. And during that time, it was COVID going on. When COVID was going on, nobody couldn't go out to nowhere. You had to be in the house. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't get through the court. I couldn't do anything. So the caseworker knew I was pregnant. Thank God for her. I can't say her name, but thank you so much for getting my kids back in my care. But with COVID going on, I couldn't go to court to fight to get my kids back. So I wound up contacting the caseworker and her supervisor and talking with them about the situation, letting them know what was going on and what I felt like was right and what was wrong and what I would do to get my kids back. I told myself I'll cut off all my hair if I have to, whatever. Family wouldn't help. Family the one that called on me and said, oh, I can't keep the kids anymore because they had the kids. They waited till the last minute to say they couldn't keep the kids, but they could have come to me first. They didn't come to me first. They went to CPS first and contact them and said to them, oh, well, I can't keep Nika kids anymore. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come to me. So I snapped out. So anyways, the kids went to foster care for about a month, whatever. My 2 babies, Kira and Isaiah, went to a white foster home or whatever. I post that video on my YouTube too as well with them playing at the lady house. Very nice people, but I'm going to tell you right now, it was only on Tuesdays and Thursdays I could only speak to my children with these people. And then when they're talking to me, these people are telling my kids what to say. So, I got tired of all that. So after I went through all the courts and the paperwork, I got documents. I got paperwork. The court has decided to do a screening or whatever, and my caseworker that was on the case, she done everything for me. And come to find out, they dropped everything against me. I was not found guilty for physical neglect, none of that stuff, no drug charges, none of that stuff that the kids had. I was found for nothing. So I finally got free to get my kids back. And the big surprise was I kept contacting the caseworker because Naya kept calling me like, Mama, are we getting out of here? I was like, man, I'm trying. I'm talking to the caseworker. They found me not guilty for nothing. Everything is fine. They did everything, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So come to find out, they was on their way home. And I was just in there wondering what was going on because nobody answered their phone. And then here we are. They coming across the bridge. Everybody running. Coming to Mama. I'm pregnant with Nana, trying to hold my big pregnant ass together, running up to everybody. But the last 2 people that walked in the door was Kira and Isaiah. And they didn't get there yet. So I was like, hold on. Waiting on 2 more babies to come. So when they came, everybody grabbed Kira, Isaiah, and we all was back together as one. Now, with the situation now that's going on, I know it's going to be a lot of love when everybody comes back because of the fact that they're going. Nana, what I'm saying, is going through the situation. And Saasia, the other babies done been through this before, but this situation now is something a little bit different. But I feel like CPS went back into my history of this what I really feel. CPS went back into my history of me getting my kids removed the first time for drugs or whatever, and they felt like they would have went back inside to try to pull whatever they can out of there to make me look bad in my state that I'm in now, because the other state that I was in was Columbia, South Carolina, when at the time that took apart, but I'm in my city, so they feel like, okay, well, we'll have another allegation against her, so anyway she go, it'll look bad on her. I don't feel like that's necessary because everybody's story is different. At the end of the day, I didn't have to go to court on this situation right here. With my other children case, before I had to go to court, but since it was COVID, we had to do everything over the phone, and my caseworker handled everything on her own because of the fact that I was pregnant with Lena at the time, and she handled everything for me. So this time, it's just like I don't have to deal with court; I deal with them. So that's different because once everything comes to where it needs to be at, and everything closes up, with this case, it'll be where I deal with CPS on my own, and CPS write off their paperwork to where they say what I had to do and what I did to get my kids back, and the allegations that was out there was false or whatever, and the case is closed, but it's still out there for 7 more years. And a lot of people that really don't know what was going on was going around saying that my kids got taken out of the house 3 times. It was never no 3 times, only 2 times. Now I got called on from my own mom. That's how. Let me tell you how I first got CPS started in my life. I got CPS first started in my life when my mom called on me. When Naya and Papa was a little bit young, but they threw that out because they came out there and checked the house, checked for food and everything, and it's nothing they found, and that case got thrown out. But other than that, my kids only taken out of my care only 2 times, and I don't feel bad. But this video right here is on my YouTube channel. This video got 6.5K views on it. Now, Saeja just was born. She just was born on this video. And when the lady came to my house, I couldn't understand. Hold on, here you go. And not that you're not trying to put nobody's voice on the internet. That's not what I was tempted to try to do. I was tempted to try to reach out to people to see if they ever been through a situation like I've been through. If somebody sit there and say they coming to close a case, what happened? Like it's not adding up. What happened? See, I said that I was gonna get the kids in school. Like what? And see, everything that was on it just didn't sound right. It was all fishy and funny games, and then it's the point of Naya and her getting into it because she said something out some Naya on Instagram, da 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 da, blah blah blah. I ain't had nothing to do with that. Naya grown, she can handle her own lead. You know what I'm saying? Like that person wise, that's her and her handling their business. And I guess somebody on the internet must be knew her or somebody know her from school or whatever. Contacted her and tell her voice is all over the internet. So she contacted me that night and said, well, you got my voice all over the internet. I'm sick and tired of that. Don't be putting me out there like that. I didn't put you out there like nothing. First of all, if you came to my house and I was on my live and I was doing my video, you never say, okay, if you on the phone or anything, in your section or whatever, you just come out and say, oh, well, da 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 da, blah, blah, blah. You never said anything about, oh, well, my name is such and such. I'm from such and such, da 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 da. You just been like, okay, well, what's that baby name? Where's the kids? I'm trying to close this case. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. If nobody don't disrespect me, but at the end of the day, if you had to ask, the question was, do you have a phone or any recording, everything, turn it off. I would have been politely to turn it off. But no, people just, the SSs feel like they can just come out to your home and interrupt what you got going on. Like, oh, you need to stop what you're doing and drop everything because we got a report about your kids or whatever. But anyways, people just basically get up out here in the world just to see what you got going on and go talk about what you got going on. But when it comes out the horse's mouth itself, you heard it from my own mouth. I'm saying, what is really going on with my children and what I got to do to get my kids back. But at the end of the day, like I said, I only hold myself accountable for certain things. You remember that day? Yeah, she was very rude and low class. It was very rude, but it was also low class as well because of the fact that they ain't gone. You never told me who you were. You never introduced yourself. Tell me your name and nothing like that. You just say you from, such and such, da 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 da. But, like I said, I override that and, just I'm glad I got over that and just, I'm glad they did indicate the case so they can go ahead and just hold my kids a little bit longer so that way, this situation I'm going through now will not happen again. And I feel like, yeah, it's good that the kids were gone for 3 months so that way it won't be nobody calling and saying nothing going on with the kids and nothing like that. Even if I was live and one of my kids ran into the room right now, what you gonna say? Oh, the baby ran in the room and fall and hit his head on the floor? You know, people don't have nothing to say. Like they just sit there and be like, oh well. So what if I was holding my baby in my hand right now? What would you say? I'm suffocating the baby. People are crazy. So I thank God that they are out of the home for 3 months. You know, to clear up everything and make this stuff like go by fast. And I thank God that they got the time to actually spend with their father for the last 3 months, and that they, you know what I'm saying, enjoy the time that they out, because everybody needed a break, everybody needed relief. But we didn't need it to happen in this way. We needed it to happen in a different way of me and my kid's father doing it on our own and not having CPS involved. But since CPS was involved in my life, again, you know, for false allegations, and then, you know, it's what it is all I gotta say. It's what it is. I'm not gonna even sit up here and keep dwelling on the same thing, but it's more like this shit was plotted. Like it was something that somebody plotted up and just put it all together and felt like, okay, well, we're gonna constantly keep calling. It doesn't matter how many times a person called. You gotta have physical evidence. Hey Red, how you doing, Bookie? You gotta have physical evidence that these kids are being abused. You gotta have physical evidence that these kids are not eating. You gotta have physical evidence that these kids are being sexual assaulted. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it also was a red flag too. When I talked with the caseworker that was on the case before, she said it depends on how the kids what that test was they had to take. What name of that test they had to take now? You know, they had to go for some kind of a forensic. They had to go for a forensic. So they say it was based on the forensic to know if the kids would have come home or not. So I guess the forensic came out good or whatever, because they didn't mention nothing like that in the paperwork when I got that paperwork back. Nothing like that was mentioned on that or whatever, but they didn't have no evidence on what people was calling up there about. They just only indicated it for school and medical, and I still feel like medical is not right because of the fact that they ain't gonna. That lady said what she said, what she was gonna do, and she didn't do it. So at the end of the day, this stuff is almost over. 2023 is about to be coming in. Like I said, I'm gonna be winning 2023. I'm not gonna sit up here and be holding nothing inside in 2022 that I've been through. Once I get my kids back, we're gonna enjoy Christmas and the New Year's, and we're gonna plan on moving. And I'm gonna plan on moving because they can't plan on moving. And we're gonna make our life better than what it is because of the fact that they ain't going. What we went through in 2022, we're not bringing it in 2023. It's gonna be positive vibes only. I'm gonna be, yeah, my baby's always eating, always eating. Thank you, Requisa, thank you, T. But I'm definitely 2023. I'm gonna be posting my YouTube videos, y'all. But it's only gonna be Nika. You know what I'm saying? I know how people be like, oh, I want to see the kids. I can't have the kids no more on social media ever again. That's why I said with the old video that I posted last night on my YouTube, I said there's no harm in this video if I'm combing my daughter's hair. There's no harm or no touching going on if you see me doing her hair. Where do y'all get these allegations from of sexual assault? If it's going on in y'all household, that's different. It's not going on in mine. I'm a single mother with 10 children in this household. And let me tell you something. One of my comments on YouTube, the person got blocked, said, oh, well, Papa touching on Kaya. Do Papa live in this household, Shania? No. Papa don't live here. Don't you ever in your life cross me about my children like that again. That is very sick. That's nasty, and that's low class. You don't ever in your life say something like that on my YouTube again. If I ever catch something like that on my YouTube again, I will block you. I'm not giving nobody a chance to be on my YouTube if you're going to sit up there and say something out of your mouth like that. That is very nasty, unclassy, and very low class. That is just sick and nasty. You don't say nothing like that. And Papa don't even live in the household. And first of all, HJ and Leah don't even get along. For y'all to sit up there and say, oh, well, Leah's being touched on by HJ. What? Y'all in the comments. Everybody can see and read these comments. Now, if you go onto my YouTube channel, I got most of my videos to where my comments are turned on. And I leave them on for everybody to see what people be talking about. Because it's sick and nasty how their mind thinks. Nobody in this house being touched on. That's just sick and nasty. Don't ever say that. And the only person being touched on in this house is me. That's the only person being touched on. I'm a grown woman. That's very sick. Because they had it in my comments and I block them. I didn't even respond to them. I just blocked them. I was like, oh my God, Papa ain't even in the household. Why would somebody want to say something like that? It's probably a lot going on in people's households that be jumping on other people's channels and stuff like that and be commenting that they have going on in their household. But ain't nothing going on over here. Me cooking and laughing and dancing and having fun, that's about it. Ain't nothing going on in here. But, like I said, I'm never ashamed of who I am. I'm never ashamed to talk about my story. I'm never ashamed to be who I am. Because of the fact that they ain't going, a lot of us hide, you know what I'm saying, behind things that we go through. A lot of people don't talk about their situation. A lot of people just be like, you know, oh, whatever. I don't, no, I'm not going to do that. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't harm my children. I didn't do anything wrong. I just feel like the necessary need of getting them back and doing what I gotta do to get them back and keep them safe and keep them protected from the internet. Because I'm telling you now, cyberbully is a must. And my kids don't never get on the internet. They should be back by before Christmas, hopefully. That my internet, because I'm telling you now, cyberbully is a must. And my kids don't never get on the internet. They should be back by before Christmas, hopefully. That my kids don't never get on the internet and disrespect any adults. My kids don't never get on. If y'all know my kids, especially with Queasy and the ones that always been on my live, y'all know how sweet my kids are. Y'all even know Isaiah comes to me how many times? What do Isaiah say to me every time he come to me? Somebody type it down below and tell me what Isaiah be saying. I want y'all to tell me exactly what Isaiah say every time he comes to his mom. What does he say to me every time? Somebody type it down below. I never cause harm to my children. I never will do anything to harm my children. Every time my kids are around me, they always saying something to me. I love you. There you go. That means tell me you on my live. He always says to me, Mommy, I love you. Mommy, I love you. Mommy, I love you. So if there was harm in this household with my children, my baby boy would not never say, Mommy, I love you. Every time he's around me, he says, I love you. It's nothing but love in this house. It's never nothing in this house that caused harm to any of my children. When Elijah lift up his shirt that night to show his, he was trying to show Kira his cut. He wasn't trying to show his balls to her. He was trying to show his cuts to her, so he didn't have no underwear on. Of course, boys go around here running around naked all the time. Who doesn't run around naked? But he was trying to show her, trying to show his burn to Kira. I mean, Kira, yeah. That was it. He wasn't doing anything wrong, whatever. Oh yeah, LaJayla, he loves his pancakes. Boy, I tell you. Like I tell you, when he when I'm in the kitchen, I fix something that he doesn't like. Mom, pancake. Okay, well, we're going to go fix you a pancake. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about Isaiah. And, you know, with Kira, tell me some of the things Kira do. What do some things Kira do that I got patient with? Somebody comment down below on that. Because y'all definitely know Isaiah like the back of my hand. So that tells me that y'all know my kids because y'all been here from day one. Or y'all been here watching the lives. What are some of the things that Kira do that I don't react in a certain way on live? Or even when I'm off live, because I know how she is. Cry. What else she be doing? Besides the crying, what else she be doing? Temper tantrums. Okay, come on. Like y'all know my children. See, that's how I know y'all know me. That crying. Oh my God. Yep, the screaming. There we go. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know my children. Temper tantrums. And when she had a temper tantrums, who I call on? Naya. I'd be like, okay, Naya, come get her because mama needs to calm down because, you know, Kira's acting up. Tantrums. That's what it is. Now, crying. Yep. So, like with Kira and Isaiah, y'all know my kids. All right, so let's say about Lena. What about Lena? What do Lena love to do? I know y'all know what Lena love to do. Lena my ride or die now. Now, what about Lena? Since y'all already got Kira and Isaiah out the way, what about Lena? Let's see if y'all know about Lena. Because Lena could be the sweetest person, but Lena? Oh, my God. Lena love to eat. The saint. There we go. She love water. Fight. That main word. That girl be throwing them bowls, bruh. Lena love to fight. Crying and screaming. Lena do cry and scream, but she love her saint. Oh, yep. She love to fight. Lena be fighting. Yep. See, y'all know my kids. Y'all know my kids. All right. So, all right. We got Lena out the way. We got Kira out the way. We got Isaiah. What about HJ? So, what about HJ? Nana love fighting. Nana still do be fighting. She love her water. She love to fight. Yep. Lena love Naya and her bed. Yep. Lena love her Naya. That's all she knows, her Naya. What about HJ? Give me something about HJ right quick. I love y'all. I like this. Give me something about HJ. Let's go. His phone. Number one. HJ gonna eat a meal. That's HJ. That's two. That's the main two. Yep. He don't even let them fight each other. That's another HJ don't do. He hate his chores. That's the number one thing too. He love to eat. He love the phone. He hate to do chores. Yeah, he love to eat. He definitely love his phone. Okay. All right, so let's go to Elijah. Y'all got all my kids down pat. All right, let's go to Elijah next. All right, he love his phone. Big brother. He loves his big brother. Okay. All right, AJ love the fried chicken. That phone charger. Oh, number one. The phone charger. He loves Papa. Oh, most definitely. Okay, yes. Y'all know my boy. Okay, phone to eat. All right, what about Elijah? Don't want to take out the trash. Lazy. All right. What about Elijah? Dollar store. They love the dollar store. Love Papa. Kaya, the house helper. Yes, Kaya. Okay, y'all want to talk about Kaya? Kaya, the number one road dog, boy. So what about Kaya? Kaya is the helper. He loves his headset, okay? He loves Papa. He loves Papa to death through them parts. I don't care what nobody says. Them brothers love right there. So what about Kaya, LaJayla? Jayla got one right. Kaya is the helper. Well, who is Kaya to everybody? Like, Kaya is that what? What about Kaya? Come on. Let's get Kaya. What about Kaya now? Give me one. We love Kaya, boy. Kaya is dependable. That's number one with Kaya. Yes, she is. That's my girl. She's the quiet one. She is very quiet until you piss her off. Their mama. Ooh, Kaya will eat you up, bruh. Kaya will eat you up. She is a peacemaker. Kaya is very calm, cool, and collected. She's very responsible. Yes, she is. Kaya gonna take her a nap. Yep, Kaya take a nap. Kaya sure do take her nap and get right back up. Where my phone at? She sure do. She sure do. The mama, yup, they sure do. All right, so she the quiet one. All right, let's go to Leah. I know y'all got a lot to say about Leah. I know it. Let's go. Let's hear it. Come on. Let's go with Leah next. All your kids are well mannered. All right, come on. Let's go with Leah. All right, and she is very smart. Smart. Let's go with Leah. Let's do Leah next. Come on. We got Elijah out the way. Oh shit. We got Isaiah out the way. We got Kira out the way. Lena, HJ, Kaya. Now Leah. What about Leah? Leah definitely smart. Leah is smart. What are some things y'all think I should change with Leah? Because I know a lot of people like I treat her a little bit different. I don't treat her different. Leah gonna steal her phone. Yep, she sure do. Leah do that. Leah gonna be something. Yep. Leah sneaky now. Leah was still right in front of you, bro. Leah's a trip. She's sweet, responsible little mama. Yep. Smart and beautiful. Yes, that is. Leah hate her hair getting done. That's one thing she do hate. Yeah, she don't like. Oh, she don't like her hair done. Sit her down and talk with her. Okay, I can sit down and talk to her when she get back. See, whatever. Eat up the kitchen when you go to sleep. She sure do. That girl go in there and clean out the cabinet, bruh. She sure do. Mama's girl definitely talk with Leah to see her point of view. I will. La is very smart, loves that. Oh, damn right, Requisa. She love that phone. That girl stay in her phone. So let me ask y'all this question. What is one thing Leah do when I call her name? What is one thing that she do when I call her name? What is one thing? She spend time with her, get to know her even more. I'll do that when she get back. I think you need to talk to her more and see how she's feeling. Okay, I'll do that when she get back. We love you guys and miss them. She loves, oh my gosh, she loves seconds. That's why I gotta cook a lot. Roblox, they love their Roblox. She right about that. She don't come. That's the number one answer. I could call Leah, she never come. I'm like, girl, come on. So good afternoon, beautiful people. Hey, so all right, so we did Leah. Let's go to who I'm missing. Saeed, too little right now. Naya. What is it about Naya? Let's talk about Naya next. We done did Elijah, HJ, Pop. We didn't Papa yet. Leah, Kaya, Kira, Lena, and Isaiah. Okay, let's talk about Naya. What y'all think about Naya? Yeah, this did make me smile because y'all know about my children. Her and HJ be dead. Man, I'm telling you, bro, HJ and Leah be fighting, bro. They be straight fighting. All right, Naya don't play about her mama. That's number one thing right there, right, Naya? Your Rod. That is my little Rod, my little pup. I'm about to steal her phone. Oh, that bitch love to eat. Oh!
Yes, sir.
She love to eat. She love to eat. She like to sleep. Yup. She like to sleep. Clap back quick, queen. Yup. She a sidekick. Now ain't gonna get a check. That's right. She sure do. Oh, she love her fucking siblings. That's all she talk about when they come back. Now ain't gonna turn up on anybody. Laugh my ass off. That what Jayla say. Now is your flame, your twin. She's the big sister they can ever have. She is. She do keep it real. Oh, let me ask y'all this question about Naya. Y'all gotta know this. What is one thing Naya do not like? One thing Naya do not like. Somebody gotta give me that number one answer. Somebody gotta give me that number. What is one thing Naya do not like? Let's say. What is one thing Naya don't like? Oh shit. I got so many. I got so many in my head. All right. What is one thing Naya don't like about when people talk about her family? Pranks. People be lying. Cleaning her room. She don't like to clean up her fucking room. The way you glowing and talk about your kids. I mean, I love my kids. All right. So waking up early. That's one. So what is one thing Naya don't like about her when people say something about her family? What does she do? Well, how do Naya react? Basically, how does she react? She don't like negative comments. That last prank you did on her was I did that prank on Naya. I did that. All right, negative comments. That's one. People messing with her mom and siblings. That's another one. That's true. All right, so she do go the fuck off. All right, we got to get off Naya for a minute and go on Papa because I don't think I really know Papa. She don't like people talking about her. I go off. All right, so look. Papa. Papa is the last man standing besides Saeed. What do y'all know about Papa? Now I do flip out real quick about her family. So what do y'all know about Papa, the last man standing? What do y'all know about Papa, my son, my oldest boy? Papa gonna wear a hoodie in any weather. That's number one. That's number one. That's number one. That's my son. It don't matter how hot it is. This nigga will wear a jacket, yo, when it's cold or hot outside. He's very quiet. Yes, he is. He's very quiet. He love us. Let me ask y'all one question. Somebody got to get this right, and that's gonna make me smile even more. What is one thing Papa always say to his mama before I leave him? Because I think I've been on live a couple times, or if I'm talking to him on the phone. What is one thing? Papa's very shy. He loves his slides. He does. What is one thing Papa says to me every time we in a conversation? Somebody give it to me. Let's see if we know you. He love his big brother. Yep. He close to HJ. He gonna smoke a black. Yep. I love you too. Okay. He said that. That's one. What's the main thing Papa say to me? He say I love you, but let me give y'all a hint. He says, be what? Be what? The fans go crazy when they see him. They love my son. What he say, y'all? Y'all, come on. Be what? Come on, somebody give me the answer. Papa loves his phone and money. He tells you he tells you when he need anything. That's one. Be safe. You got it. You got it. You got it. He always say that to me, like, Mom, I love you. Be safe. He always say that every time he gets off the phone with me or Naya. Or if he see us and we get ready to leave, he always say, Mama, I love y'all. Be safe. That's the number one thing Papa always saying. So, all right, let me get to myself. All right, now we all Papa. Let me say this right here about Papa before I end my side of my kids. Papa is the son that I got on my knees on a cross in my house and asked the Lord for. And the Lord gave me my oldest son. I love Papa to death, do his part, and I'll do anything I can for my son. Right now, he's not in the home. He's with his father. Due to the situation as everything is going on, I feel like it's best for him to be with his father because he's very smart and an intelligent boy trying to become a man. So being raised by his father is better. But y'all got all the kids out the way. All right, me next. What do y'all know about me? What do y'all think about me? What do y'all know about me? And what do I love the most? Let's go. I'm the last man standing. Give it to me. I'm ready. You will ride till the wheels fall off for yours. Number one, yes, I will. You love, I love my fucking bingo. Bingo! I be ready to scream bingo too. I love playing bingo. You love your kids. Yep. I'm a queen. Thank you. I love my kids. Yes, I do. I love my babies. Yeah. Oh, I love me some fried chicken. What I love on my fried chicken, y'all. Come on now. Fried chicken. Oh, I love my hair looking good. Yep. I love my bingo. You love your children, your bingo, your cooking. You got me, Red. Mama tried, okay, to death do us part. I love to death do us part. I love that word. Your children and fried chicken. Okay, what else, Requisa? Come on, I talk to you every day. Cooking. All right, good cooking, hot sauce. All right, come on, busting, baby. Yeah, baby, there we go. She got it. Yeah, baby, you got it, you got it. Okay, all right, what else? Okay. I love my cold drinks. All right. Yeah, baby, all right. Love my Piggly Wiggly food. Okay, y'all know me, hot sauce. Yeah, baby. All right, keep going. One more. Oh, my ranch. Ooh, yeah. I love my ranch. Rice. Oh, that's all I cook is rice. You love to talk to a man about a dick. Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk to a man about a dog. Oh, yes. Nana song. Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. We here. I miss my baby. Yep, that's my song. My YouTube. I love my Nana song. Yep, my sodas. That's why I got bumps. But anyways, you want something sweet? Yep, I be wanting something sweet. You can't stand a liar. I'm a liar my damn self sometimes. I love City Trends. Tony, you got it, girl. Number one. You want something sweet? Yep, I be wanting something sweet. You can't stand a liar. I'm a liar my damn self sometimes. I love City Trends. Tony, you got it, girl. Number one. All my number ones, yo. Love, you love to sing. Yes, I love to sing. That's one of my hobbies. Your kids and cooking, bingo, fried chicken, hot sauce, and ranch. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got me my bonded. Yup. My Betty Boo. I love my Betty Boo. Y'all know me. Okay, y'all making me smile right now. All right, cool. Betty Boo. All right, cool. All right, let me say. All right. What are some things y'all think I should change? I'm gonna get y'all opinion on that. I love my music too. So, what are some things y'all think I should change that y'all, basically, I'm giving y'all the opportunity to speak out. What are some things y'all think Nika should change in her life? And I love my family and friends, okay? Yeah, and I love dancing and I love music. Okay, what do y'all think I should change in my life? Like, what are some things y'all think I should mainly focus on, or what some of the things y'all think I should change? So I want to know what is it like? You yelling at the kids so much? I ain't got no choice. I don't hit them. I don't beat them, so I have to yell, but I will kind of change that up. You love your kitchen. Yes, I do love my kitchen. Your lack of motivation. Okay. All right. Everybody needs to change. Okay. Nothing to pretend being perfect. Okay. Less yelling, mama. All right, cool. No problem. The way you got frustrated with the kids, talk more, scream less. Okay. That's another thing I need to change. Longer YouTube videos, please. I will try if everybody watch them, LaJayla. They don't be watching them. A schedule for the kids' bedtime. Of course, they already on a schedule because you know why? They daddy don't play that shit. So yes, that's one thing that they are on a schedule. And when they get home, it'll be the same way. Being nice to people. Always be nice. I ain't mean. I'm mean. Oh my. Don't doubt yourself. Okay. Send the kids to bed a certain time. That's it. Okay. Spend one on one. I always spend one on one time with my children, but I do it more often. The kids need balance and discipline. Order needs to be in the house, which is true because my kids do not do their chores like they're supposed to. They do not hardly listen, change nothing. She got 9 kids. Scream less, man. Okay, I can try not to scream like at all, but you know, all right, whatever. Cooking enough food for leftovers, it will help you a lot with cooking. When you got a big family, yo, and you cook enough, like when they go for seconds, I don't understand. But anyway, I gotta go take a shower. I gotta get up this live. Better audio on your videos. Oh yeah, that's why I've been using Naya's phone lately. I'm glad you mentioned that. I've been using her phone lately because my audio on my phone is real bad. Take them out. Oh, we go out all the time. It's not never a time we don't go out. No more screaming. Okay, all right, y'all. So you know what? Enroll in sports for the boys. Yep. Chores, rewards. Yeah, I do that too as well. All right, I'm gonna get off the live. Y'all got to go. I got to get some food to eat. I have to head out the door. I have to get some food. I enjoy this live, y'all. I really enjoy being with y'all today on this live. I finally got out, you know, everything that was going on with the children. I need a headset. I'm gonna get one from City Trends next time I go out again because my other one went out. I enjoyed the live. I enjoyed being here with y'all today. I enjoyed talking to y'all about the situation with my children with CPS and everything like that, so everybody can get a clear view of what's going on. They probably will be home before Christmas if I can complete at least like 2 more classes or whatever. I don't know, but hoping and praying they will be. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the live. I'm glad that everybody knows me and my children well because everything we talk about, y'all made a smile on my face today, and I feel happy. I love you guys. Only to the ones that respect me and mine truly. I love y'all so much. See you guys later. Peace.